guys, and welcome to Zaziri Pawenera. My name is Mr. Banks, and today I've got a guest that you all know. If you're a Cape Townian and if you're a Zimbabwean, then you should know this guest that I have today. As you know, or if you didn't know, there's a business seminar that's going to be scheduled on the 4th of February 2023 here in Cape Town. And I've got Boss G in the house. And today we're going to be talking about that, just giving you information as to what this is going to be all about. Boss G, how are you doing?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm great, man. Thank you for coming to Zaziri Pawenera.
Finally, I made it. It's been a long time, We talked about this last year.
Yeah.
We were supposed to meet up for a lot, but now finally we're meeting up for music business seminar. Good to be here.
Amazing stuff. So today, actually, I invited you so that we can talk a little bit about the music business seminar that you've organized, so to say. Why a musical business seminar, not just a business seminar?
As you know, in my circles, I'm very much vested into music, right? I help a lot of artists. I have got a recording studio. So, since 2017, 2016, when I opened the studio, it's been like up and down with artists, managing artists, but really they haven't like managed to get to my standards, the standards that's needed for an artist to make it in business. So if you see in the circles of social media, people complain a lot, like they fight a lot. Why, if I manage an artist, doesn't even last a year, trying to meet up with the standards. And these kids, these youngsters, they really don't know how to do it. So I sat down with my team and I was like, okay, what can we do to help these youngsters? Hence the music business seminar. Yeah.
Okay, great stuff, man. So basically, this is for artists only. Is that what you're saying?
I cannot say this is for artists only.
Yeah.
Why? This is for music, right? So let me just clarify right there. Music business seminar. If I say music, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Is it an artist? Okay. To me, it's not an artist. It's just music as a whole, right? Though there are artists who do the music, but there is a lot that's involved in music. How about the DJs? How about the promoters? How about the event companies? How about, like, for example, if you want to set up a show, whom do you need? You need sound team. You need like event planners. You need the DJ. You need a lot of people. So we are all directly or indirectly involved in music. So when we say music business, it shouldn't be just for musicians only or artists only. All of us, we are involved in music. We are directly involved in music. So this seminar is not about artists. It's about everyone who thinks they can benefit from music. For example, if you've got your company, we see a lot of guys like Casper Nyovest being working with MTN. What does MTN have to do with music? Marketing, right? So you might be a company, you might be someone who's looking just to manage an artist, you might be a DJ, you might be anyone. You think like, okay, I can actually use sound or music to do business. So we come together, then we do business. So it's not about artists, it's about everyone in the industry, in the music industry. If you do your research, what is the music industry, then you see all of these guys are involved. All of us were involved.
Great stuff, man. I think it's important that we actually having this conversation because now we have a different perspective. When I looked at your poster when you were saying music business seminar, I was like, oh, okay, this is for artists. Yeah. Now I know that it's everyone who is involved with media as well can be part of this seminar. Tell me, before we actually get into the nitty-gritties of the seminar, what's your background and how did you get into promoting music?
I do not want to say I promote music. I'm not a promoter, right? I'm someone who does the management aspect of music, right? You might be a company that's into music that has to do something with music. I can manage that company. You're an artist, I can manage an artist. I've got a recording studio. If I want to help someone, I wouldn't really want to say I want to promote someone or promote an event or what. My aspect like is the management side. But now this seminar is coming in a sense that I need to organize something that can gather people around, because what I see, we lack connections. I do not have a connection to you. You do not have a connection to whoever. You do not, like artists, for example, they do not have connections to people who are in film making, right? The companies, how do you get endorsements? Do you approach the company or the company approach you? That's the knowledge that we need to impart to everyone, from artists, from dancers, from companies, like companies that really don't know how to do business in music, how to market. Like there is a lot that's involved in this. So we need to get together and connect and teach each other, like this is how it's done. Because all the guys that are already up there, it's not just a one-man band, like because of the artists. Those artists, they've got a team behind, a team, a collective, a lot that's involved in the music business. So this seminar is the section where we need now to realize, like, for us to be on top, what do we need to do? Hence, there is a 13 people panel, right? Each and everyone is going to be touching on.
Is it not a lot? Because I'm seeing that the business seminar is only starting at 2 o'clock up to 4:30, right? This is like 2.5 hours. And I see the panelists that we have here. You're saying we have got 13 people who are going to be talking. Do you think we have enough time here?
We have more than enough time. Take it as a master class, right? If you went to university or any other class, how much time do you need in a lecture for you to understand something? Do you need an hour? Do you need 2 hours, or do you need the whole day? So we don't really need a whole day to teach someone, like the nitty-gritties, like to impart knowledge into anyone who is interested in business. So 13 people. Actually, if you see on social media right now, people are complaining, like, why did you leave this one? Why did you leave that one? There is a lot. The panel could have been a lot of people, but I sat down with the team and we really looked into it and said, okay, like, that it's not really like we wanted for it to narrow it down to a few people. We wanted a lot of people, but like you're saying, time is, so in 2 hours 30 minutes I think we'll be done. And there is a proper plan for us to make sure that each and everyone gets enough time to teach and coach and
Amazing stuff. To those who haven't seen the poster yet, let me just give you the list of panel, the guests that we're going to be having on the day. We've got Fafi Maunga, Aina T, Honeycomb Media, Jatide Sungano, Queen B, Boss G, that's you, Flex White, Trust, Captain Players, Kumbi Pliers, Kumbi Bayanda Marosa, then Pastor Richie. Man, this is the list. You're saying that we have got more than enough time here. Okay, but just a quick one. Let's just touch maybe one or two people so that we can have an idea of whom it is that we're going to be sharing knowledge with. There's Fafi Maunga. What does she do?
She's a business lady. She's a businesswoman. If you read, like, I've been posting their bios, the biography. So if you read about Fafi, you would be shocked, like, okay, she owns this and that, she studied this and that, and we really wanted to put women into this. I'm actually not really disappointed, but I wanted more women into this. But when you start something, people don't really believe in and there are other people, like, when you just call them at once, people like Fafi, I need women representation on this. Then you'll be like, why not? Let's do it. So Fafi is one business lady, a business lady where she has to teach other ladies how it's done in this industry. This industry is ruthless when it comes to women. Once you start to feature yourself into, for example, music videos, working with artists or just being in music, you are now put in a category like, you don't want to really say these words. So she's been there, she has seen it all, and she's still going strong. how do other upcoming female artists in the industry work through it. She's there to teach youngsters.
Amazing. One more person, Trust Magic.
Trust Magic, that's my favorite DJ. That's my favorite DJ. But above all, he's not going to be there talking about being a DJ. Trust Magic has worked with artists that are established artists. He knows what it takes for, like, the movements. When for example, Winky D. Do you know how Winky D works when they say Winky D has a show here? Or Toki Vibes has a show here? Those people, you don't really see their movements and all that. Everything is organized well. So Trust has been in those circles where he also needs to teach artists how to handle yourself in public. How to, because music is very funny. You make a song today, tomorrow you are a millionaire. Then you need to handle yourself, right? On that note, you'll be like touching on just the nitty-gritties of, the appearance, the arrival, as an artist before you even make it. What do you need to do? So I felt like he needs to teach the things that artists, you don't have anyone. It's like a father-son relationship. Your father needs to tell his son, like, you know what, when you go out there, this is how you move, this is how you, before we even start talking about professionalism, which Sungano, the horse, is going to touch on.
Great stuff, man. I think other names I see here, they speak for themselves, like you touched Sungano, Aina T, Honeycomb Media. These are guys that we see on the social media platforms, and we know what they do. So basically, that's amazing. So
you know what? Let me tell you something. You see Aina T as a filmmaker, a guy who does photography, but tell you what, he's not gonna be there talking about that. He's gonna be there teaching others how it's done, the requirements that's needed for you to be at that top level. There are a lot of.
So in other words, you're saying that Aina T is in the top level.
He is. He's one artist that I respect more than, like, he's at the top level. That's all I can say. He's at the top levels. He's been, navigating through it. He has done stuff from the ground going up. Recently last year we were laughing at each other when we met a guy who used to work at Metro FM. And the guy was like, guys, what have you been doing for the past 5 years with this music? Then we were like, arguing like, no, this is good music. And he was like, you know what, let me show you. Then we were shocked, like, what have we been doing? So when I told him about this event, he was like, you know what, I don't want to teach people about photography or what. I want to impart my knowledge that I recently learned from this guy, right? And really tell these guys, like, you know what, as much as we love our bedroom setup, music and what, there is so much that's involved. Hence why people pay thousands and thousands of,
What's your stew on that? To those who don't know Aina T, I'm just thinking, right? I think it's a good time for us maybe to just play one song from Aina T. Then people can actually judge and tell us if they think Aina T is at the top. So which song would you want us to play for from Aina T?
My favorite song, I will tell everyone, I wrote this song, and Aina T would actually tell you about that. You can play Dudum Duri for me.
Okay, we're going to play the song Dudum Duri from Aina T. Then you, the viewers, can tell us if Aina T is at the top or not. So don't touch the dial, guys. Let's listen to Aina T. The song is called
Dudum Duri.
Dudum Duri, written by you.
By Boss G.
By Boss G.
Performed by Aina T and a lot of Boss G crew. So I love this project because we were actually work together, and it was really, we were just in the studio and having fun, like, you know what, let's do this. It's a song that can take you back to your childhood.
Amazing stuff, guys. So viewers, listen to this and tell us.
I've got a new song.
Nawe funky ndede kutaurira kuti bata boss G vataurira kuti apa pamuzanzi takutoda zvekupipita, takuda kuqeda vanhu namadanza. Waiziva? 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 Chero mazimba tete dawo mapiano ka. Yati dudum duri, dudum duri, dudum duri, dudum duri, yati dudum duri, dudum duri, yarmai buri, yati dudum duri, dudum duri, dudum duri, dudum duri, dudum duri, dudum duri. Kalilolo, eh kalilolo, 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 eh kalilolo, 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 eh kalilolo, 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 eh kalilolo. Fangi anene chokane kwefara, bosi akona wededaro man. Tekeda ne madansi papa epamsansi. Tarzan kati, shumba inoruma. Tarzan kati, shumba inoruma. Tarzan kati, shumba inoruma. Tarzan kati, shumba inoruma. Bo 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 bo, Zaira gaora. Bo 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 bo, Zaira gaora. Tarzan kati, shumba inoruma. Tarzan kati, shumba inoruma. It's funky on a beat, yeah. Na 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 na, yeah. Yeah, we. No go sway we. Dudum duri, kan iklan my bro agis. Dudum duri, dudum duri, dudum duri. Kalilolo, kalilolo, eh kalilolo, 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 eh kalilolo, 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 eh kalilolo, 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 eh kalilolo. Is goed, mijn broer. Goed, bijna goed. Amina, Amina Gadea, Simorea, Amina Wamcham Sapio, Bok Marandera, 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 Gumpebe, 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 Amina Jutese.
welcome guys again to another segment of Zviri Pawenera. Today I've got Boss G. Saka song ngama mchinzwa ndiye aina T nonzi dudumduri. Imimi ndimchatudza, you viewers are going to tell us kuti aina T ari patop here kana kuti na Boss G ari patop. Saka we're just going to put a poll pazasi up, right? Then you tell us kuti aina T ari say.
Make sure you vote for that. Make sure, because Dudumduri, that's a hit song. It's just waiting. I don't care how long it's gonna take, but that song is gonna blow. Either we like it or we like it.
Amazing stuff. So where and when can people sign up for the seminar? Do you know Famba say?
First thing, you go on Facebook, like Boss G page at Boss G. That's, you're gonna see a lot of Boss G, but you're gonna see an outstanding Boss G. The guy with his suit and good photograph.
And that's you?
That's me. That's me. So you go there. I think I pinned a post where there is a link to the registration form. So once you sign in, my guys are gonna see your submission, and they're gonna call you or text you or contact you immediately.
Then what's the admission fee?
The admission fee is only 100 rand.
Is it not too little?
We actually wanted to make this free, but every event, especially these corporate events, they need a lot of money. So this is just to help us and the team, just to cover some expenses. But take a look at 100 rand. It's going to cover half of just the other part, because we're going to be providing stationery for people, the attendees. We're going to be providing refreshments, so much of it is just going to back to them, because we can't say it's a corporate event, there's no stationery, there's no refreshment. I mean, I work with guys who are organized. There's upper class family, there is, you just know my standards. So 100 rand is really nothing, but it's really going back to them.
Amazing stuff. I see that the location is 123 Main Road, Wynberg. How safe is Wynberg to those who are driving?
Wynberg is very safe. Safer than...
There's no safe place in SA.
They say there's no safe place in SA, but I think the place that we're going to is really a beautiful place. It's a building where I also go to church at. So once you get into Wynberg, number 123, it's opposite Cash Crusaders. There is an upper parking. So that's where the building is, upper parking. Opposite Cash Crusaders, upper parking. That's where on the 4th of February.
Amazing stuff. So is this just the beginning, the seminar that we are seeing here? What's your future plans for 2023?
The thing is, this is only the beginning. I understand we all went to school. We just didn't get one term and we were done. We had lots of years. So, and we all understand that we get new people into the industry. All artists, we get new people every day. So if we do this once, then what about the guys who are going to join the music industry? Because we actually gonna have people who are gonna learn from this. Let me tell you something great. The first person to sign up for this event is a 17-year-old artist. 17-year-old, someone new to the industry who really want to learn, what must I do? So it's an advantage to that person, he's gonna learn how to do it from start to professionalism, to everything, how to handle yourself, what to do, the financial aspect of it. So this is just the beginning. I believe if we agree, we see how this goes. After 3 months, we need to have another session, because I personally want to see people after this. I'm gonna follow up. Say, okay, what did you learn in these 3 or 4 months? Did you implement it? Is it working for you? Then we assess and see if it worked. We're gonna have companies on this business seminar, right? Which means companies are gonna have an opportunity to work with other guys, to connect with filmmakers, with artists, with dancers, with anyone. So if we say we have this platform, we just do it once, then it's not gonna be working, because we actually creating relationships here, long-lasting relations, and this is the beginning. This is only the beginning. So there's definitely more coming after this.
Amazing stuff, man. Thank you so much for this initiative. Any last word that you want to say? Maybe something that we didn't touch on.
Yeah, I just want to urge like people who are in the industry, you really need to come and learn. This is not about artists only. This is about everyone. I will say it again. Music business is not about artists. It's about everyone, from companies, from like event planners, from DJs, promoters, filmmakers. Because let me just take you to a process. Say for example, today you want to be a musician. What's the first thing to do? Do you just run to the studio and start singing? No. Before that, you need to create a brand. And what does it take to create a brand? You need photographers, you need image. So you need to first work on yourself before you even get your sound out there. Once your image is proper, then you go next to professionalism, right? You haven't actually got into the studio. You need to be professional. You need to be told. You need to learn like how ruthless this industry is for you to be ready, Then after, the last thing that you actually do is the singing part, is the make the sound part, because you have learned a lot, So if you don't have these kind of relationships, if you don't have companies supporting you, if you don't even know how much to use when you actually making one song, the financial aspect of it, you're actually gonna fail, Then after you have made it, that's where you need guys like Bayanda Maposa, as someone who is working right now for a bigger respected company, financial service company. I respect this guy. You see on this panel, this guy who's at the bottom on the middle, Bayanda Maposa.
Bayanda Maposa.
I myself personally want to learn something from him, because he's working for a big financial company. He has knowledge in the music industry. He needs to tell guys like, you know what, no matter how much you're earning in this music, you can actually invest it. There is Kumbi as is a real estate agent. You can actually buy a house.
You're running out of time.
We're running out of time. I've got so much to say. So this platform, you cannot miss this platform. You cannot miss.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I want you now to speak to the viewers and tell them not to miss this opportunity, because this is a once in a lifetime.
You cannot afford to miss this opportunity. You need to connect. You need the relationships. You need, and above all, we're going to have Pastor Chichingwete. My pastor is going to be there guiding this. So do not miss this event. It's going to be a masterclass. I myself, if I miss this event, then I will have failed forever.
With Boss G, I think we can talk the whole day. Sorry to cut you off there, but we're running out of time. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Zvazviri pawenera mazvinzvira from the Boss G himself. Now, this is a seminar not to miss on the 4th of February. Let me just read it out now again. Saturday, 4 February, the admission is 100 Rand from 2 p.m. to 4:30. This is 123 Main Road, Wynberg, opposite Cash Crusaders. This is a seminar not to miss. Nanzi is not only for artists, but for everyone who feels good, they want to learn something new. Anyone who is involved in the media, music, you name it. This is a day not to miss. Again, Boss G, I'm going to invite you another time so that we can talk about you specifically. Today we're just talking about the business seminar. But we need your expertise, we need your knowledge, we need to profile you. And just to get to know you better and what you are offering others there out there. You're one of Cape-Townian Zimbabweans who are doing well in Cape Town. We appreciate you.
Your husband of Cape Town.
Your husband of Cape Town. What was the kids? I'm going to ask the kids.
Fumura, a new project which is coming. A real husband of Cape Town.
Okay.
You see, I've got Aina T, I've got Honeycomb, I've got Flex, I've got Sungano. I'm sure I can join you. I can make you join this thing. So it's coming. One of the projects we're working on.
Amazing stuff. Till we meet next time on Zvazviri Pawenera, guys. Thank you.